Oh man, East Lansing, that's good, yeah. Shout out to all of the above. That's the movement that puts this whole thing together. Oh, silly me, I seem to have forgotten my hat over there. So I was saying shout out to AOTA. I was in Grand Rapids this past weekend at a Glimpse of Africa event. It was a fantastic event. And I just happened to see somebody with that chain, you know. I didn't get to talk to them, of course, because they're kind of like a big deal, but it's kind of like giving me like Rockefeller sensations. Like, oh my God, there's people around the country repping this movement. And shout out to the other performers who've gone before, who just went before me. Hey man, every single time, incredible. And Katie, what's really good about this experience for me is seeing you do some of the same pieces that I saw you do maybe a month or so ago, and just seeing how much you're growing, even as you're reading the same material. It's kind of like, wow, I've read that before, but it's different. So I'm gonna do a couple pieces, kind of shorter pieces. I'm gonna do two.
Do three.
I'm doing three. Let's start with this one. This one kind of relates to Katie's final poem, and it relates to me having these scars on my face. So just follow the story. I've always wanted to be good looking. Dreams of being clean took me to abysmal extremes of deflated self-esteem hidden behind these fresh shape-ups and baggy jeans. And as bad as it seemed, I always knew that things could be worse. So cursed be the day that brought me ever so close to the hearse. A missed turn, a frantic attempt to renegotiate that dreaded curve, met head first with little boy on red bike that's trying to make it to the curve. It shook mama's nerves. It emptied papa's purse. I've since let go of the hurt, but it lives immortal in the voice of the screaming nurse, the way you remember the feeling when you've forgotten the name, the way you still feel the heat when they extinguish the flames. But now I was looking at that mirror with renewed disdain, because when all was done and said, the scars remained. It created on my mind. I prayed for a sign. I stayed on the line, the answer came in due time. He said, go back to that mirror, look again, and you'll find a masterpiece divine. No need to change it, it's fine. Because the scars on your face and the scars out in space are just one and the same thing. Art in its place. Godly ordained and not garnished in grace. So I promise, Pops, this is not an emergency. The wounds are no longer unnerving me. No need to call the surgeon, see. Besides, I got tired of trying to be good looking. It kept getting in the way of my being beautiful. So I'll take this moment to quickly shamelessly plug. That was a story from my childhood. I've written the story of my childhood as a fictionalized autobiography in this book called Pachena. It's $15, so you can find it on Amazon. I have a few copies here today as well, so if, come talk to me. Right here, right now, the right we. The right you, the right other, the right me. The answer to every question, the road sign to where we might be. It feels good when we look back. What a beautiful thing hindsight be. Scarred face, scared body, shirt dripping, blood and sweat drenched, unfazed spirit, untainted faith, fist raised high, still tight clenched. Let every drop of my spiritual blood lead deep into the soil, so it may hit the ground hard and fertilize my place of toil. Let confidence and humility coexist, passion never at the expense of meekness. Even my enemies will line up single file to bear witness. And when I cry, I pray no man mistake my tears for weakness, for I lick them off my face to taste the bitter taste of sweetness.
Oh, rewind!
I said, I got you. Let confidence and humility coexist. Passion never at the expense of meekness. Even my enemies will line up in single file to bear witness. And when I cry, I pray no man mistake my tears for weakness, for I lick them off my face to taste the bitter taste of sweetness. And with that, may the fire that incinerates our sins remain lit. Against the devil and man, every day we take hits. It's never implied, it's exposed, never explained, it's explicit. That the biggest attack is against ourselves. That's the reason why we can't quit. For if we give up on ourselves, who then is the victory? If not I, then me. If not us, then we. Who's the other? That's a mystery. Indeed, it's enigmatic that my biggest enemy is my inner me. That's why I speak of myself as if of another. It's not my story but his, and that is how I made history. Thank you. All right, so the reason I wanted to do 3 pieces is life was conspired to take me out of town. So it is very likely that this is the last time that I'll be here for many seasons to come. So in parting, I want to leave you with this piece. Some of you may have heard it before, but it's fitting for the moment. And the phrase I want you to remember is a Shona phrase, and it goes, repeat after me, Icho,
Icho,
Tora.
Tora.
Icho,
Icho,
Tora.
Tora.
So in Shona, which is my native tongue, that means, here it is, take it, like I'm giving you something. And it goes like this. In case you never see me again, if the next time we meet, my being has succumbed to the fleeting seasons and they have bid me to sleep eternal beneath the weeds, I want you, need you to sleep easy and keep breathing, remembering these visions I have scripted especially for you. Continue to walk in power and truth. Do not let the drudgery of the hours corrupt or consume you, and should you find it in your heart and choose to, walk away and walk tall from the beaten path you're used to. Dream big, peaceful, pleasant, bleeding, reckless, winning, shaken, weak and strengthened. Dream a life so full to the brim that when you wake, you make twice the memories as you live your dreams again. Do not search for a love that does not hurt. Love because it does. Do not weep for what it could have been. Sleep serene for what it was. Seek not to explain people. Love them just because. And in the midst of the inflamed embrace, kiss the scars. But if they don't reciprocate the love that you show, keep showing it. When you catch them uprooting the seeds that you sow, keep growing them. They keep pouring water over your soul, keep glowing them. And should you ever find yourself going through hell, well, keep going then. And on the morn of the forsaken storm, I promise I will hearken to find you. As we march into the great dark, take heart, I'll never stray far, keeping watch right behind you. But in case you never see me again, if the next time we meet, my being has succumbed to the fleeting seasons and they have bid you to sleep eternal beneath the weeds, should you ever turn back, learn that my spirit has teamed up with the grim reaper's scythe. I leave you never, I live forever. Seek me deep within these treasures that I live you with. Icho, Tora. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We love you, Shingi. Up